So we've been talking about living a life of purpose on Sunday, so I want to just share something around that tonight. Also, maybe because this Sunday is family meeting, so we'll probably will not get to talk about it much. But I want to share something around it that will still shed further light on certain things. It's important that when there is a conversation that you're having with God, even in your own quietness or in your own space, when you're having a conversation with God, it's important that don't break the flow until you get to the end of that conversation with God. It's very important. For some people, there are conversations that God starts having with them, and before you know it, even they will not, it will happen in a very subtle way. They will not know when they will just drop that conversation and just pick up something else. And they will just continue life again. And they may not remember until maybe after months, when they just stumble on a book, or stumble on their notes, or stumble, or a reference is made to a message. That's when they will now remember that, I was having this conversation with God. Where did we even conclude the matter? Then you can't remember. You can't remember. And then, sometimes the way these things happen is that God started having that conversation with you. You were having that conversation with God. Day 1, day 2. What I'm telling you because I know, because it happens to me. You understand? That's why I can tell you. So day 1, day 2, you are documenting it. You are, and then something just happens. You don't even know what. Maybe one domestic need just came up. You had to quickly attend to it. You left it. And then another one followed. Before you know it, 6 weeks is gone. And you did not get back to that conversation. Sometimes you may even have to make a trip. So because you traveled, you distorted your schedule. Because for some people, when you are in somebody else's house, it affects your behavior. Maybe you cannot pray. Where the room they put you is different from your room. So maybe in your room, there's a way it is. So there's a way you pace. And you follow a particular rhythm. So we are in this room that the way they arranged it and where they put you, you can't pace. You can only be turning. I say you cannot pray like this one. And so you have to pray sitting down. Say, so this is not, and then you left that conversation. So it's important when God is having a conversation with you, do everything you can to protect it and get to it. Like they say it in normal human conversation, to a logical conclusion. So this one to a spiritual conclusion. Okay? Get it to a spiritual conclusion. If you have to make a trip, ensure that you are touching that conversation. At least, no matter how little or how small the timing is, ensure you touch it each day. So it's help you to keep that flow.